if you are someone struggling with depression, if you are someone struggling with grief, if you've recently lost someone, or if you're someone just questioning like, what's the point in this life anymore? I really encourage you to continue watching this video, and I will share with you the tools that I have used to help me to get to where I am today. The one thing that I wish for you the most is don't let the darkness win. You are in this world for a reason, and you are needed, so do not forget that. So just over a month ago, I made this video and I posted it to YouTube Shorts. Not realizing what would come of it, I ended up gaining over 25,000 subscribers on YouTube, thousands of followers on Instagram and TikTok, and that video ended up gaining over 5.4 million views on YouTube, and combined over 6 million views in total with YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram combined. It ended up gaining attraction, and that video just ended up getting thousands of comments, positive comments, and many of you have reached out to me to share your stories, to say something positive, and many of you have commented, I needed to see this, I needed to be reminded of this, this video has helped me so much, and it just makes me so happy to know that this simple video that I made just to be creative, to send to my friends and family back home, was so useful for many. I wanted to take a moment and make a video and talk about grief. And I wanted to also share that I am not a professional, but I can definitely share with you guys the tools that I have used to help me through my process. It doesn't mean that I am done grieving. I want to make that abundantly clear. I still grieve, and I still am going through grief. And I think many have told me, you know, I'll be grieving for a really long time. And I honestly find that to be true, because grief is just an extension of love. And I'll never fall out of love with my wife, but grief changes. And in society, they say that if you're still grieving after 6 months, then you're depressed. And I also don't find that to be true. I think that people become depressed because they have all of their emotions and all of their feelings and all of this change. They're holding it within them, but they need to communicate and they need to get it out. And depression can be prevented if we just have someone to talk to. And I say this because many people think that living in a country where the healthcare is free, like Norway, that everything's great. But the thing is I didn't receive any help after my wife passed away. In fact, they wouldn't help me unless I had drinking issues or if I was going to harm myself. They honestly will wait until you get to that point to receive any sort of help. I was allotted 3 meetings, and after those 3 meetings, that was it. But the thing is we could prevent people from getting to that point of self-destruction if we just communicated, if we just showed love, if we just showed interest in people's lives and just gave them a listening ear, gave them a shoulder to cry on, and let them know like, hey, everything you're feeling is normal. And not making them feel different, not making them feel like something's wrong. After losing Maria, I see life completely differently. I feel so much gratitude and so thankful for the small things. Thankful for the sun, I'm thankful for the rain when it rains sometimes. I'm thankful for just all of the small things, the taste of coffee, what my body is able to do. When my wife was sick, she made an effort to always take the stairs instead of taking the elevator when we were in the hospital. Anywhere we went, she wanted to use her body. She wanted to use her legs. She wanted to work out. She wanted to take advantage of what her body was able to do. And that was a big, huge eye-opener for me. Today, I still do the same. I take the stairs. I'm thankful for my body when I'm able to run long distances. I'm thankful for my body when I'm able to lift really heavy things, when I'm in the gym. And I'm thankful because other people wish they can do the things that I can. So I don't want to take those for granted. Another thing I really wanted to share with you guys is spread smiles. Spread smiles is just a little quote that Maria actually created or made. And it was because when she was sick, she didn't like the term F cancer. She didn't like the negativity around it. Yeah, it sucked. But do we want to spend our time focusing on how much it sucked, or do we want to spend our time spreading smiles? So I encourage you guys to make an effort to spread smiles. Make an effort for you to smile or make someone else happy. So that's what this tattoo is. It spreads smiles, and I hope that I can spread smiles to you guys, and I hope that you guys can in return spread smiles to others. Tomorrow is not promised, and because tomorrow is not promised, I want to focus on all the positive things today. Every day may not be a good day. Maybe I had some goals to accomplish some things in a day and I didn't get them done, but I purposely find the things that I did accomplish in a day and try to be thankful for that. Another thing that my wife and I did when she was sick was we took time to write down 5 things we were thankful for every single day. And to be honest, if your thing is, I'm so thankful I got out of bed today, that is a huge deal. That is a huge deal. And you should be thankful for that. And you should be proud of that. Because when you're depressed or when you're having a hard time, when you're going through grief, it is hard to get out of bed. It is hard to see positive. It is hard to come outside. So if your thing is, I'm happy or proud that I was able to get outside today. I'm happy or proud that I got out of bed today. That is something to be proud of. And you shouldn't let anyone take that away from you. Additionally, so I lean onto God. I do my best to give him my struggles. I give him my grief. I give him my sorrow. And I just trust in him and his plan. And if you are religious, even if you're not, if you love to meditate, if you love to do certain things to help find peace, do those things. Meditate, pray, do whatever you need to do to find peace, because that is most important. Another thing that I did that was super important for me is I set clear boundaries of what I was able to do. And you also have to listen to your body. Listen to your limitations. If you're in a group setting and suddenly you're feeling sad, it's okay. You can leave. You don't have to be there. You have to be able to tell your friends and your family no sometimes, and that is okay. It's okay that you're not okay. You don't have to be okay. You can come and go when you want. You can say no, but use your people as well. Ask for help. Tell your friend when you need them. Tell your family member when you need them. And use people that love you to help you get through your grief. You can't do it alone. People that love you want to be there for you. So use them. And it'll make you happier to know that the people that love you are around. But if you distance yourself, it's going to feel so much more isolating. And it's going to make it so much harder to find joy in this life. Don't forget that it's okay to laugh. It's okay to do something fun. The people that we lost, they want us to see us happy. But I also believe that they understand when we're struggling. Because if it were reversed, we would understand if they were sad. Of course they want us to be happy, but they understand when we're sad. So don't beat yourself up about that. Lastly, I just want to say that I read all the comments, and it's really hard to keep up with commenting back, especially when there's 6,000 comments on YouTube. But I want to take a moment and I just want to say thank you. Many of you have shared your story, you've shared your losses with me, you shared your struggles, and I feel for you. And I actually prayed for every single one of you that shared your story with me, and I hope that you're doing better in this world, and I hope that you can find joy, and I hope that you can get through grief, because we can't do it alone. And I think that's why I loved so much after posting this video, is that I just created a community where we can all be there for each other. I created a community where we all have something in common, and it may not be the best thing in common, but we all want the same thing. We all want to feel love again. We all want to feel joy again. We all want to be happy again. but we can get through it together. And I hope that I can cultivate a community where we can strive for positivity, strive for joy, and strive to make ourselves proud, but also the people that we lost proud. I also want to just be clear that life happens like this, and progression isn't linear. So I just have to trust God, trust the process, and feel my emotions when I feel them. And as long as I continue doing that, I know that life will be great. I know that there are good things around the corner, and I know that there's good things around the corner for you as well. So you can't give up on that either. Honestly, these videos were meant for my parents and for them to see what their crazy kid is up to on the other side of the world. I love being creative and I love making content, and I encourage you that if you're interested, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, because life is still going to be great. And I want to document that journey. And I want to cultivate positivity and show from an American perspective what it's like living on this side of the world. So thanks so much for all the love. Thanks so much for all the support. And I'll see you guys around.